You say Honorable Ken impia $18 million Emma Anas are winning defamation suit against Honorable Ken. Nani ye me want to say Honorable Ken winning defamation suit against Anas. Sika ye kasa Anas impia mano Honorable Ken so yompe. Nemso Anas ye winning ye say what say Honorable impia $18 million Emma no Anas then lawyers na ye what as Abraham can say, almost say they're expecting say Honorable Ken at the $18 million never to on the table. So, and yes, I'm getting is answer on March 15th, 2023. Honorable Ken and winning defamation suit against Anas Ghana ha. Quotes share Anas say, on 50,000 Ghana cedis Emma Honorable Ken. Anas ne the case ne court say or per se court edge 25 million Ghana cedis. Emano is and say Honorable Ken at the female. But then Honorable Ken we need case in Ghana ha. Emma court no mum catch and answer say 50,000 and my Honorable Ken. As at that time, Honorable Ken can say on pay 50,000 no. Na nia all pay free and answer why say Anas ebe render apology to Kwesi Ntachi any judges such as say wo gu omoni mu ase no. On apologize to omo. Na sikane de just say or the channel.
But I'm not going to talk too much. All I'll say is the victory is especially for Kwesi Ntachi and the gentleman here. What they have gone through announces humiliation in this country. Nobody, no citizen of this country should go through like that. I tell you today, the 50,000, I don't need it. I give it to him, but he should leave with his conscience.
Well, so and some Honorable Ken edited on March 15th in ye. That just say at that time, now one winning case in Ghana ha. But then Anas at the case no US and so never and Anas in the mum aqua winning. No be maybe say a ban say na Anas ne Honorable Ken Ghana ha. Now omudi case US amana possible sir. Not just say Honorable Ken a mistake for baby. Yes, Honorable Ken Echo grantee interview with Daddy Fred. Daddy Fred, a Ghanaian based in abroad. Archer said, "Oye video CB." Now, Daddy Fred and Honorable Ken were on a live video at that time. Now, Honorable Ken was New Jersey, and indeed, sir, New Jersey, na Honorable Ken wana no ye live video no. And no nema Anas who kwine. It's and say that jurisdiction na. Honorable Ken no wa na oye video now o proclaim say Anas a criminal Anas a udini Anas just say onye ni papa no sa ansem no ka fa Anas hu nyina no and Anas a take ye and o say machi abrantie san say Ghana ha me call ya mfa but then aburuchire de you be man so and intini me boa me hu yi na me these charges are attacking no and inti Anas and the lawyers were smart on that. And indeed, the fact Senator Honorable Ken a live video no from New Jersey no and a more the case no defamation suit no sue no e New Jersey court for.
Auntie, when we are fighting for the truth, a lot of people because we're fighting now we step on toes. So those toes will definitely high people go out there, disgrace you and everything. I know intimeno and happen. Let me go to Ambeswan. A criminal like Anas, very evil guy, very, very evil. And he continues to do that, even under MPP for Heshelde Anas. And so, as far back as February 2018, now we have just been in power for 1 year. Now Anas, a Cossetti, MPP ministers up. You see somebody you have to believe more than Kennedy Agyapong. I have all the videos. And I've given you the date, 8 February 2018. Anas, that evil boy, was setting MPP people up to disgrace them. That's how he makes his money. Or blackmailing. And he saw I'm a swelling or no akasa or make dinner come crest also or where you crop for on where is journalist or unravel corruption or my country.
On the video Bob saying the video Baba too just said and wasema Okan war radio says or bad premises the bisa amount for mono and omote ya was sign and check and a woo ye and one church him were interpret about the cartoon page and amount for shas here interpret
Mamma Cousin show. I'm cousin show. Wouldn't nipa. Assume he said me. Nam the court one am be a way. Who are winning yet Juma? Any panel a year within 20 minutes. Maybe I'm in tape. Now, who the according to social media or the two soon? Did he even say good things about Ameswali? No sympathy, nothing. And when I will say he's behind it because he wanted to divert attention. One, Abentina Asemasi, police investigation, Korean young course. Now, who was sending message to a congressman here? Some mimica saying, well, I don't Ghana for my Guinness Susasana. Ghana for my Guinness is Susasa. A criminal like that. Now, where Nipa, one who announced a Kum Chinese Pokumu. Now, me call court to me kind.
I know you need proof until honor your for honor and to change.
Me want proof for the country, please. I have
fast proof for no police for honor your fan so cry. Yeah, but your honor your interest until honor your inside.
Crash it. I think. Missing me what proof. I have all the videos of the Chinese people. What are you talking about? My court to crack can I know radio so I've gone to court and stated it clearly. Why are you afraid? Why?
I know Kennedy Agyapong to share so far no. One no share situation now. As omu jiri niema gu so ku animase.
That penny, one now money your problem. Muamuti Ghana, America, and with all due respect to some of Ghanaians, no, woman near Juma Papa be no, woman sorry, social media. Woman not same way, many and come quote and come quote because a new man person a year the boy Ghana, Yanni said Jimmy Samoa, a bimoti radio, Sony TV, so and they are comfort to say, Anas or Jinko for Sassy, romances testinum, now when your soldier phone paying for you know, a dinner. I will talk. And he a whole yummy problem. And I mean, my catcher will say, Mimi say, once I'm fighting for the truth, there be I'll get enemies. And he and Hamid.
And in the end, New Jersey Court, no, as a honorable Ken Elusi case, and into $80 million to Anas. Anas, lawyers nibi abave kasa, Achesoni Kevin Taylor din komo, I go through how proceedings a course so a court for. But then before say bit here on Kevin Taylor and Skomona Omudi, me per se ye share video no a chese abra judge no a proclaiming say honorable Ken is supposed to pay $80 million to Anas. But say her video no that you are never bit here Anas lawyer no and chichi mwa or the other.
Breakdown, presuming 5 million, actual 5 million, and punitive 8 million, with your verdict and your okay, so the court's decision, as we start at the end, the court is denying a request for mistrial, and everyone can file motions at the appropriate time, and the court will address everything after the motions are filed appropriately and then responded appropriately. Does anyone have any questions about anything? No. Thank you. Okay. Good luck to everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
So this video and chess and American one said no way abra judge no. Editor just said honorable Ken is supposed to pay $80 million to Anas, Aremiao Anas. But then before say lawyer any interview with Kevin Taylor no, make sure download the LEM file. It's as a LEM file say audio more app no, it make you first transaction. Now with US we send $100 or be more $20. We send $100 Canadian now or Canada or be $20 Canadian. We send €50 now with Europe. obecho 15 euros, and I'll send you 50 pounds. Now you car, obecho 10 pounds free. Ni here na say o download the Lemfi app na, with me promo code treats if you sign it up. Lemfi has the best exchange rate on the market.
In New Jersey, in a court, to make it easy for us, we are one of the lawyers for Anas, and I want to state again, Udini Ivan Selassie Adika, renowned lawyer. Bepacho, can you run us through how it started and how we got to know today, say, a judgment in the New Jersey court, Abba?
Okay, Mr. P. You know, the interesting thing is, I quite remember that you were sued in the U.S. sometime in 2021.
Yes.
And that actually caused my clients to begin inquiring about possibly if there's if there was anything out there, whether it will be actionable in the U.S. Mm. So you have some significance to today's events. So shortly after, when you were going through your motion to dismiss, we actually took a keen interest in that case and reviewed all the pleadings. Mm. And during that time also, my client informed me of a video that was circulating on social media. I just say, "Yeah, papa no, and someone just like about my client." Mm. So, like, you know, as the intellectuals that we are, we started opening the books and try to see where we can lay a claim. And so, interesting enough, I mean, after reviewing the video, I you know, in our training, there's something that we are taught. Say, in your case, case, no, it has to pass the test, and the case has to stand on all fours, which means that you do an analysis of whether there's jurisdiction in place, whether you have all the elements of each claim that you want to bring, you know. So we went through all of that, and my conclusion was yes, on the basis of video now, my client is send them, you know. You tweet back court, New Jersey, as I say, yeah, papa no video no, so yeah, papa na add and the new some say, or kase free fee, New Jersey. Now, when you say, the diaspora is very important. Obviously, what you do is testament to that fact. And you know, there was an audience that he spoke to. And we're Ghana for. They all take a keen interest in the happenings in Ghana, especially the politics in Ghana. So we thought, you know, there was solid grounds for us to be in the court in New Jersey. So I advised my clients accordingly. Now, the interesting thing is that defamation sits here now. Say, what kind of mark they had to work for court? It's a separate case.
Yeah.
It's not to mean for Ghana and family defending way. You still have to prove the truth of it. And you know, and you know, before they will go to trial, no, there's mandatory settlement conference. I better say this maybe by this time, no, we'll be say I'll grow no. Or they'll commit to the rights and senses and decide, say, you know, this shouldn't go on because, yes. And I acquire, unfortunately, you know, me, and, you know, Anas disagreed with me, but I prepared a settlement memorandum that sought to settle this case for $18 million, just like the jury came back. As you know, these days, we have all kind of tools that we can use to predict certain things.
Before you go ahead, this is where the contention is, and people saying 80 million, others saying a year 30 million, you know. Now when you read,
well, we'll come to that. Let me clarify. Let me just clarify. Yeah. Okay. Complaints the coin. Yeah, claim for $30 million. $30 million.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. And what I'm saying is that at before the mandatory settlement conference, or before the jury is empaneled, even though my client had firmly informed me he had no intention of settling this case because he believes that he ought to go to a jury of his peers to clear his name. But maybe say, you know, let's just prepare our settlement memorandum, be thorough and be reasonable.
Yeah.
And even though he protested, I prepared a settlement memorandum that sought to settle this case for $18 million. Okay. Now you do settlement conference, no, your papa about court work. Now the lawyer just said what he was willing to settle this matter for, and he said $10,000. So honestly, you know,
it's clarification is very, very important. You know, normally Ghana.
Okay.
Into Mukodru Hono, and that's initially ne you have kind of simple street language, and the damages are not paid around $30 million. And while the client and Anas Kasa say a woman saw $30 million, and yes, he can't all pay. In fact, he wants his name to be cleared, and then any priority of going to court.
Yes.
But because of the experience, now unim sibi anyo matiano, no client here Anas Kasa and say it will be better and to be reasonable to at least settle on $80 million. And I'll say, Okra no client and us, no, you did not really agree, but because he respects you as his counsel and as a lawyer, no, you people ended up around that money, around that figure, which is $80 million.
Oh yes, like I said, your lawyer at Awemega, New York.
Oh, yeah.
And also come home. And Andrew D here.
Yeah, you are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Wemega is there.
Yes,
D here is there. Crow is there. Yourself. Basically, as we are speaking to you, we are speaking to all of them because.
Yes. So the whole team agreed on that, but he was the only reluctant one in settling the matter. But procedurally, you know, we couldn't go to trial without actually going through to the settlement conference.
Yes.
In spite of his reservations, no, we still almost cut our demand down to about a little over half.
Okay.
But to our surprise, you know, papa no buy and also no bet you $10,000 to end the case.
No.
You know, I want an arbitrator now who said no, some way he's sitting here. I'm sure so I can papers, no. So he said basically go and take your gamble in the courtroom. So that's how we ended up going to trial. So like to go back to how it ended, you know. So at about 4:50 on Thursday. And the jury brought us in and they told us what unanimously what they had arrived at. But, you know, we decided to keep it under wraps because, there was a component, you multiply 18 million by 5, money do 90 million. For a total of about...
That was the plan.
Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah. Because
to do that. Okay.
Yes. And then you decided to say about to go with coming public with the finding of culpability on Thursday.
Yeah.
We ended up leaving that alone. A pursuit of ×5 because almost file emotions be I just say or see a two in terms of that and sana say one way or another I go back I could pursue that ×5 and I say depending on what happens, maybe I bit me German and cafe. But at this time, almost my court no say almost be busa into swore.
Okay. So at this point, you know, my court who say ombeba 80 million or almost pentiswo. How many days do they have to file that?
Okay. So at this point, no, the next thing that's going to happen is that there's going to be a paper. A judgment. I just say court reading seal better so.
Yeah.
That would take a few days, and then after that, I believe there's a 5-day rule that's within which you can file that motion. So a bay motion, appeal by appeal, depending on how that motion goes. No, we will get a chance. We may get a chance to attempt to get our ×5 of that 18 million, or a big jam and a So depending on how that motion goes.
So for now,
yes.
For example, 18, Obin Timinka said that is the end of the case. It depends.
No, it's not because hypothetically, so much to grab back 10, we still have the opportunity to go for ×5.
That is 50. Okay.
Yeah, into the extra 50 plus. Yeah, hypothetically, so much to back 10, we can go for another ×5.